The truth does not lie. Neither do memories.
All right, so with the release of the upcoming update in 2.0 of Honkai StarRail, we are going to be getting a brand new character, that being Black Swan, a brand new Nihility wind type character who is going to be fantastic on dot teams. So the main aspect of why Black Swan is going to be fantastic is that she is going to be applying the Arcana debuff on the enemies, something that will be stackable, much like Wind Shear is currently at the moment, and it is going to be stacking on enemies that get hit by DOT, damage over time, attacks. So obviously, you know, that ideally that means that she's going to be prevalent and very, very important for DOT teams. What exactly does that mean? So it's going to stack up. It's initially going to be going for 240% of her attack, and each additional debuff on the enemy is going to be increasing it by 12%. You are able to stack it all the way up to 50 times, which is very, very good. However, don't really expect to hit that 50 threshold very often, maybe in certain situations in simulated universe. So she does have a single target. Her skill is multi-target, so it's going to hit one enemy while the two adjacent enemies, and her ultimate is pretty darn crazy to say the least. For relic sets, you're really going to want to focus on the effective hit rate, because it also benefits her Arcana debuff, allowing you to do a little bit more damage. So that should honestly be the priority. And the set that you really are going to be wanting to go for, obviously for planner ornament sets, I think the Pan Cosmic is probably going to be best to really get the most out of her. And then for your 4-piece set, the best set obviously is going to be the Prisoner of Deep Confinement, as a lot of dot damage characters use that, and you know, it enables them to do more damage and output. So obviously Black Swan is going to benefit mainly from that as well. Now for signature, or for light cones, obviously her signature light cone is going to be number 1, being able to increase her effective hit rate by 40%. Options would be Kafka's light cone if you really wanted to. Silver Wolf's is also very good. I think some good, you know, not really, you know, top tier light cone options would actually be the Prey light cone and the Resolution light cone. I think those are going to be very, very good. Also, if you have Welt's light cone, I think that could be pretty decent, as well as the free to play Silver Wolf light cone. So in regards to team comps and setups, what exactly are you going to want to be running? So obviously her best partner is going to be Kafka, being able to enable the dot damage to the absolute maximum. Another unit you could run hypothetically is you know, probably some other DOT units. I do think though that your third option outside of your healer or your preservation unit, I think, is actually going to be Run Mei, being able to further increase the effective hit rate of all your units. I think that is going to be top tier. And then, you know, obviously for your final slot, you know, you could have Luocha, you could have Huohua, you could have Fushun, or Japard, whoever, maybe even Silver Wolf to get a little bit more damage against reduced defensive enemies. I think it's another great option. But I do think that if you have Kafka, I think Black Swan is actually really a must summon unit, just because the two of them worked very well together. Whenever you're doing damage with Kafka, you are going to be stacking the Arcana debuff on the enemies, and then, you know, furthering doing it more with Black Swan, while also activating it very quickly with the ultimate of Kafka. I think they run very well together, and I also think Run Mei is very good, being able to increase your penetration rate, increase your effective hit rate a lot. And like I said, the preservation unit honestly is up to you, but I do think that that is going to be the best team comp for Black Swan, and I do think she is a must summon character.
Predestined paths have already converged. She has arrived.